From IKAB Boy Season 2, it is... Oh my god.
You better go!
Is there anyone from the season you don't like or don't speak to?
I don't speak to like Callum and Callum's group of friends.
I have heard through the grapevine that the cast has like a bit of a divide.
Yeah.
Would you say that's true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Who was the worst kisser on the show that you kissed?
Maybe Ruben.
For this spoonful. Hello everyone, it is Actavia and welcome to the Spoonful. So, today's very special guest is a rapper, a dancer, a host, and likes to describe themselves as the people's prin. From IKAB Boy Season 2, it is... Oh my god.
You better go!
No! I knew it was your name, but I second guessed myself. I was like, Jack, why did I... Oh my god. So IKAB Boy Season 2, it is Jack, and I knew it was you. Jesus Christ. God, oh my god, how are you doing, my love, besides me forgetting your name for a second? Jesus Christ.
I'm so good over you.
I'm good. Just for context, everyone, I'm not rude. I do know Jack's name. This is just the first episode that we are filming. So, fucking hell. So, the preface of the show is to just kind of get to know you a little bit more through obviously having a laugh and just to dive a little bit deeper. Yeah. So, by doing that, I like to go a little bit from the start. So, I know that you're from Wigan, is that right?
Yeah.
So, I don't really know anything about Wigan, but I know you grew up with like very supportive women, very powerful women. But besides that and all the support that you had from your close family, what was it growing up in Wigan as like a queer kid?
Yeah, Wigan is one of them places where it's like, I don't want to say backwards, but it's like a small town.
Okay.
It's in the middle of nowhere essentially, and it's like the amount of queer people to the amount of straight people is crazy.
Awful.
And yeah, it just doesn't exist, and that support network for like queer and LGBTQ plus people doesn't really exist. I was quite lucky, like you said, like I had the most supportive family ever on my mum's side, and it was like, yeah, it was just a lot. Like it's just like, I feel like every school,
yeah,
every queer kid in school has that. You're gay, you're this.
Oh no, definitely. Was there, so like in your school, was there many gays? Or were you like the only one?
Oh, there's many now.
Oh, okay, of course there is now.
At the time, it was just me.
Yeah.
And they all sat back and let me get the shtick for it all, and now everyone's living the best life.
That's literally how it was for me. I remember like when I was in school, everyone used to give me so much crap because like I didn't do rugby or I didn't play football or whatever. And now it's like all those boys are just like still on the fans.
No,
like literally. So obviously I can imagine it was rough being in somewhere like Wigan. I feel like Bala was like very similar in the sense of like school and everything like that. But I know that you've already said that you were around a lot of like supportive family. So like, what was your coming out like? Did you even need to come out?
My coming out was wild. I feel like everyone knew.
Okay.
But everyone also didn't know, if that makes sense. I had like, I told the girls in school before I told anyone else, because I feel like that was just like the easiest route to go down. But my whole coming out story, it was quite tea actually. I remember like one of like the girls that I was really close mates with was arguing with another girl, and these other girls said to my mate like, "Oh, I'm just gonna tell everyone Jack's gay then." And I was like, I'm not being blackmailed.
What the hell?
So I was like, I'm not being blackmailed by this bitch. So I literally went onto Instagram and was like, divas.
Very Nikki tutorials. Very Nikki tutorials.
Literally, I was like, babes, like I'm gay. I was like, if you've got an issue with it, like speak up.
I could imagine you just being like, come on then. Like, I can't imagine you taking any shit if people tried to give it to you. Am I right in saying that in a way?
When it got to like year 9,
okay,
is when I like really learned to bounce back. But year 7 to year 9, I was like a crier. Like
I'm literally the same. In my school, I remember I was allowed to do sports with the girls.
Yeah.
And we used to play Just Dance. And I remember one day the teacher was like, right, I was going to say my boy name then. You need to come to do the running with the boys. And I literally was like just having a bad day. And I started crying like a fucking baby.
Oh,
and then I remember my friend being like, he's not doing that. And then like she got like detention and everything for me. But I still ended up doing it with the girls.
No, literally.
Like, cue the girls.
No, it's like them straight allies in school. But
literally
honestly,
though.
The Rock, I don't think they realise sometimes.
So, how old were you when you came out when that happened?
I was in like year 11, like 16, 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, like, I find it so interesting. I know, like, talking about coming out stories is such like a typical thing, but I find it so interesting because for me, I came out when I was about like 12.
Stop.
Yeah, I came out when I was 12. But I know this is a very like token gay experience, but did you come out as gay or did you come out as bisexual? I literally don't feel like half the people I've ever met in my life, no one's ever come out as gay.
No, literally.
No one.
I was bi for like half an hour now. It was like literally half an hour. I was like, I'm bi.
But like, because, no, same. Did you ever come out as like gay after, or did it just gradually like happen and you were like, no, I'm gay?
No, it was like, I'm just gay. Like, it was like I told the girl, when I came out, I was gay. But like, when I first started telling like the girlies, I was like, I'm bi.
That was literally the same with me. I was 12 and I like made a huge like message to my parents and everything, and I was like, I'm bisexual, and like my parents were absolutely fine with it, but the only thing my dad was he was like, you're literally 12, why are you thinking about sex? And I was like, it's not about that. Like, really.
Yeah, no, it's just about...
So how did you come out to your mum and your parents?
To my mum. Where was I with my mum? I was in the car, we had Lady Gaga on, so I don't know why she was shocked, and she was doing the whole, if you got a girlfriend, I knew she was prodding, like, I'm not silly. And then I was like, girl, no, I don't. She was like, when do you think you'll get one? I was like, I don't think I will. I don't think I will. And then just told her that I was gay, and she burst out crying, but like, she weren't upset or like angry or anything. Like, she just said she was so scared. I remember like pulling over on the side of the road, and she was just like, the world's a nasty place for people that are different. And she cried her eyes out. And my sister was in the back of the car, and she was only like... My mum to this day swears that my little sister weren't in the back of the car, but she was. Like, me and my sister were like... She was in the car.
Right.
And she was just like, Mum, like, why are you crying? She was literally like 8 being a diva, like, you didn't know.
No, like, that's the thing. I feel like with my parents, like, I was always literally like such a faggot.
Girl.
Like, I remember I've literally got pictures of me on holiday in Portugal playing by the pool with like my Bratz pony.
I had a Barbie.
Yeah, and I'm like, so when I came out, I remember being like, why are you surprised?
Why are you shocked?
Like, surely you know.
Yeah, literally.
Like, I'm literally like dancing and flailing about, putting your scarf on as a wig. Like,
I had my mum's wedges on, and she would come home and I'd be in the wedges, and she'd be like, "What you doing?" And I'd be like, "Fashion."
And like, it's so my cousins are Jehovah's Witnesses.
Stop.
Yeah, my cousins are Jehovah's Witnesses. So, but funny enough, because I don't know how much you know about like Jehovah's Witnesses, but they're very much like, you cannot be gay, and basically their church is like a I don't know what they call it, some sort of hall.
Yeah. And
basically, if you come out as gay or anything like that, you cannot go to that hall for a specific amount of time. And then once you do start re-going, people cannot speak to you.
Stop.
But funny enough, my cousin had a massive box full of brats, and she would be the one that would give them to me. It's like, how does that make sense? So I'd literally go home with like a bunch of new brats every other week, and like my mum was somehow surprised I was gay. Yeah, like, it just does not make sense.
I had a Barbie doll. Like, Toy Story was like all the rage when I was growing up, so I had a Jessie doll, but I didn't have anyone else.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, John, and like, I had them, like, they would stay at home. Jessie went everywhere with me. I used to show it to everyone. I used to, like, it's really bad, but I used to take her clothes off and play.
My God. So with like, this is just such a random question, but with Mario Kart, what was your, if you ever played Mario Kart or like anything to do with Mario, what was your character?
I was Peach. I was
literally saying
on the motorbike.
That's literally the reason I asked, because I feel like I don't know anyone that like gay that it isn't typically Peach.
Yeah.
Like, I literally remember being like, for example, if like my brother used to play Daisy,
yeah,
I remember being like, fuck off, Daisy, you stupid bitch.
Really?
Like, they're sisters. Like, it was just so ridiculous. So correct me if I'm wrong, but you do identify as somewhat quite androgynous, but with like a feminine.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's what seems feminine. I don't mean it in a bad way. But so what's your, like, obviously you can answer however you want to, but like, what would you say that your journey? What would you say that your journey with femininity and like gender has been like for you, especially being from somewhere like Wigan?
I feel like back in the day, I used to like, I don't know how I tried to hide it, because there was no hiding it. I was always the kid in dance class and like all stuff like that. But like, I'd rock up in like the tracksuits that the boys would have, and I'd be like, "I'm one of you."
Tracksuit and a pair of nails.
No, literally. Like, and then like just gradually over time, it just became more of a thing. I moved out for college and went to like performing arts college, and when I got there, I started doing heels. like classes.
Yes.
And when I started doing heels classes, I was like, this is me. I was like, I like this. So I honestly think it stemmed from that.
Yeah.
And then just like through like meeting more queer people and like honestly even with the show, like meeting Lars. Last year before I went on the show, I wouldn't really identify as like gender fluid or androgynous.
Yeah.
Like I was one of them people where I'd be like, I'm not going to label myself because labels don't define me. But it was just because I was scared of labeling myself.
No, I totally get what you mean. And I think especially, it always comes back to like the fucking hometown with me. But living in Manchester, I was like being so around queer people. It like actually helped you like learn more, not only about queer people, but like yourself.
Yeah.
So like, what would you just so I know and everybody knows? What would you like identify yourself as? Like what are your pronouns? I guess
I love them all.
You love them all.
I'm a he, they, she.
Do you know what?
You can't get wrong.
I am literally the same. Besides in drag, I hate when people call me he in drag.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like someone I know.
Yeah.
But like, is there any aspect of you that like sometimes, I don't know, if you are in like a specific outfit or anything like that, where you're like, do not call me he? Like you prefer? Is there any?
I feel like it's rude to call me he. Do you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's so cheeky. Like that, he is not as cunt as she, is it?
It's just not.
like
like
that's weird.
I love it when people talk about like AI or like just like an object, and it's like, oh, she's like, she's like just burst up into flames. I don't know what would burst up into flames, but like I don't know, my chicken.
Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland.
Have you not seen it?
What's Tomorrowland?
Do you know the big like festival? The stage is on fire.
Why did I think that was like a zombie film?
I don't know. That's Zombieland.
Oh, fucking hell! What an idiot. But funny enough, you did just mention that you obviously went to Performing Arts College. Yes. What I didn't actually know about you while you were on the show, was that you are a dancer and that you are a rapper. Yeah. So when did that start when you went to college and everything then? Or have you always kind of like loved a bit of performing?
Always loved performing. Like dance since I was little. Like my nan had this back room and we used to pay £1 a year to like have this like club in the back room, and it was called the Sunday Club. It was like the campus.
Wait, £1 a year?
Yeah, like we'd pay my nan rent and it'd be £1.
Oh my god, that is so funny.
No, I don't know why we do that. We'd go down like every Christmas and be like,
that's so cute.
And we used to put on like performances of like Oliver Twist in this back room, but it was like 3 meters by 3 meters. It was the tiniest like box room in like the back of Wigan. And we used to charge all my cousins to come and watch.
How much did you charge them?
Like 50p.
That is so funny.
I have quite a lot of cousins. We have like, I think there's like 8 of us off the top of my head. So like we were making the rent back in like 2 people.
Oh my god.
So like we were, as kids, we were flying. So the performance always happened. And then I've just always gone to dance school. And then with rap, it just kind of, I don't know, the only good thing my dad ever gave me was like he used to listen to Biggie Smalls in the car when I was little, and I used to love that. And then when I got to about 12, 13, like Nicki Minaj entered the picture, and then like then it was like signed deal. But I think it came around properly in COVID. I remember I was meant to go to like dance uni.
Okay.
And I thought, I don't want to do dance uni. Like I've had my dance training, like I want to do music. That's like really, really what I want to do. And I think the thing with like female rappers, like it kind of embodies everything that society is against in a way. Like you're feminine, you're confident, like you're loud, you're unapologetic. And I'm just like, everything about that like really speaks to me. So because of that, I think that's why I'm like so into it and I just love it. And I'm like,
what kind of dance training did you have?
So I went to Jelly. So
okay.
Yeah.
Why that?
It was good fun, but like I just don't think I was mentally sound at like 16, 17, 18.
Fair enough.
It was good fun though, like it actually was. So I went there, but like we had all the training, like ballet and tap, but like I hated ballet and tap, and we're going to...
Same.
I hated them. Like I remember once, like Mum, don't kill me, I purposely broke my tap shoe and like ripped the tap
I thought you were going to tell me that you purposely broke like your foot or something. I was like, wait, oh my god.
My mum, she bought me them brand new, bless her, but like I broke them. I was like, I'm not going to stop. I broke my shoes, and he was like, we've got spare. I was like,
oh my god.
I'm like, you gotta make me go there.
No, because I remember when I went to college, I originally went for performing arts. Yeah. Because I had like street dance training, but then obviously performing arts is like ballet, tap, jazz, all that. And I remember I was like adoring all sorts. I'm not meant to be here. Like I literally, and then I went into makeup artistry, which like, I wouldn't exactly call myself a mocha queen, but like I was just like, I can't quit college because that's just a bit like, I didn't want to embarrass my mum, but also I'm not going to be staying here doing like all the ballet. I literally cannot touch my feet when I'm stretching. Yeah. Like you're quite flexible.
I'm like a bit flexible. I'm not like flexible, but like
okay.
I could jump into a split, but I have to get right back up. Do you know what I mean? I can't stay there.
I'm like not flexible, but I can jump into a split. Like Right.
I can't, like, do you know how Queenies, like, stay there and they're like,
yeah.
no, like, get me up. Like,
you know when you do, like, before you do a class and you're, like, is it a starfish where you're, like, sitting down, your legs are over, and you have to go, I literally, like, I would get screamed at all the time because my knees would be like this.
Yeah, you're vague and they push you down.
I just could not do it.
No.
I, like, could not do it at all. So, when it comes to rapping, where did the name Jack Maniac come from?
I couldn't tell you. For a while, I used to be Jack the Rapper.
Okay.
And that was like, it was because my mum was like, why don't you call yourself Jack the Ripper? And I was like, Mum, like, he killed people. I can't be Jack the Ripper. Like, that's crazy.
Fair.
So she was like, oh, change it to Jack the Rapper. And I kind of liked the idea that my mum gave me, like, the artist name or whatever. So for a while, it was that. But then I was like, that's so boring. Like, I was like, that's actually so boring. It's so straight. That's so straight.
Jack the Rapper.
Oh my God.
It is a bit straight.
No. And then Jack Maniac, I think it just kind of, do you know what it is? Loads of people call me a psychopath, right? And I just thought, I'm going to lean into this. Like, if you branded me as a psychopath, then I'm going to be a mental maniac.
I feel like that's always such a good thing to do when it comes to, like, alter ego names.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with even, not to make it about me, but, like, with me, the reason why I called myself Actavia was in school, my Instagram handle used to be, like, I don't know if, like, I've totally made this up, but do you remember, like, the Tumblr area?
Yeah.
Where, like, people had, like, exclamation marks, dots, like everything in their like usernames. And mine was like active CL. Do you know what the fuck that meant? Because my initials are CL, Charlie Lindsay. So people used to call me Actimel. So I was like, I'm going to take that and call myself Actavia.
Yeah,
so like, but also, why do people call you a psychopath? I'm intrigued.
Oh, I'm a psychopath. I'm not even going to like double down and be like, I'm not a psychopath. Like, I am a mental case. Like, I actually...
And like, is it sometimes good and bad or like what?
It's probably all bad.
What do you mean?
I'm just like, do you know what? It's not all bad. Like, I'm just very honest, and I'm just like even like you saw it on the show, like with Justin and stuff. Like, I just say it as it is. But then also like in terms of like my girls and like my friendships, I'm like really, really protective of people now.
I get that, and
I think it's because when I was younger, like I got bullied and whatever. So it's like now I'm like when people upset people that I care about, I'm like 0 to 100.
Yeah,
like instantly.
I'm the kind of very much like that as well. Like with specific things, I don't know what it is, but I'm very, very hot-headed.
Yeah.
For example, if I'm in my room and I can't find like, I don't know, my eyebrow pen.
Yeah.
And like, I'm literally gone. Like, if I can't see it within 5 seconds, I literally like start sweating. I blow up.
Yeah.
I'm like fuming. So like, I'm very much on the same type of vibe as that. I'm like, sometimes I can just be a bit crazy, a bit
I just fly off a handle. Like, I need to learn to like, keep it under control.
I'm like that as well though. Like, it's so. I feel like when you have that type of mindset, it really has like get out of
it. Yeah.
Like if you are in that type of mindset, sometimes where like you're fucking fuming, like you're fuming.
Yeah.
Like, is there anything that you do like sometimes calms you down? Because I feel like I need some sort of advice.
I'm one of them where I'm like I explicitly tell people you have to leave me alone. I'm like, you need to leave me alone right now. I'm like, if you don't get out of this vicinity, right, it's gonna blow up.
Fair. I feel like, but with you calling yourself a psycho, I don't think maybe I'm a psycho as well, and that's why I'm like defending you. But like, I don't think you're a psycho. I just think like sometimes people are just different. So like, with you saying someone you need to get out of my space, for them it's like you're rude. It's like no, it's either that or you're gonna be like awful to them. You're gonna be awful. So no, that's more than fair enough. But no, I love the name Jack Maniac. So how did you how did you get into rapping?
I just like always did it. And then, like, I remember, like, I used to, like, sit in my room and, like, listen to, like, Iggy Azalea and, like, Nicki Minaj and, like, write my own, like, lyrics to it.
Okay.
And I'd be like, hee hee, but never show anyone. And I'd be like, hee hee. And then lockdown happened and I just kind of, like, I remember sending, like, one of them to one of my friends being like, hey, is this, like, God? And they were like, wait. They were like, you should do that. And I was like, do you think? And then it just kind of came from there. I've just got this, like, I just love performing, love being on stage. And it's just gets me going so hard.
No, I totally got what you mean. Like, but with like obviously dancing, rapping, and just anything performing, then is that something that you like really want to pursue?
Yeah, that's
and, like,
the
so
goal.
What would your like ideal like career look like?
Music, like music. I love doing telly and like stuff like that.
Yeah,
it was fun, but for me, it's just like music is really the thing, and I think there's such a gap in the market for like a queer rapper. Like I know there's Lil Nas, but it's like.
Well, Lil Nas is like, yeah, but I don't feel like what's the word? He branded himself as like the gay rapper after he became famous.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, and I think at the moment, I literally love Lil Nas X, but like he's kind of like disappeared.
Maybe what you doing?
Yeah, like he's kind of like disappeared. And especially in the UK, there's not much of it.
There's
like the only other person I can genuinely think of right now, if I'm not naming you, I'm very sorry. But do you know Kieran Armitage?
Yes.
Yeah, like he does a lot of like gay rap and like kind of because obviously he does remixes. So I feel like there's a gap in the market.
There's a gap in the market, and I'm like, it's mine. Like I'd be so silly to let anyone else take it. I'm like, that is mine, and it's gonna be mine. And like I am delusional to a point where I'm like, that is mine, and I'm already there, and blah 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 blah. But like you have to be delusional to get to places.
See, like I'm very much on like a journey right now. That sounds so weird. That sounds so, like where the fuck is this going? I'm on a journey, but like I'm very much on a journey right now where I'm like I need to be more delusional. Like I need to like manifest more shit. Like sometimes I think like, oh, I want this, I want to do that, and then like I'll be like, oh no, but that won't happen for me, and I'm like, no, I need to not do that. I need to be delusional because then it probably will.
Be delusional. I'm so delusional. Like when we were going through like the audition process for the show, I remember I had my first call with them and I turned to the girls and I was like, I'm on that. They were like, how'd you know? And I was like, I know, I can tell. I was like, they're gonna build this around me.
They're gonna build this around you. Well, to be fair, going on to Ike as the Boy, what made you apply for the show?
It was out of spite, purely out of spite. Why? Broke up with my ex-boyfriend. He was like this straight boy in the closet. Like, don't get me wrong, like we were like so infatuated with each other, but I think it was like a very much like a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing, where it was like because it was wrong, it was right.
Yeah.
But then like I was like, we broke up, and like one of the girls, I remember we were on like a coffee date, and she was like, just apply for a kiss boy, and I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, just apply for a kiss boy, do it. And I was like, I won't get on that. And she was like, you will. And then I was like, okay, and I did it, and then literally.
Oh my god! Well, how long were you with your ex for?
Like, how many numbers is that? 8 months.
Oh, okay. So has he like? I don't know why I'm shouting. Oh, okay. Has he like reached out to you ever since?
Oh yeah, I've slept with him since and stuff.
Fair enough.
I got home and was like, I was like, this did not work for me, so I texted him being like, you up?
Fucking hell.
He met me. It sounds awful. But when I got back from the airport, he was waiting at mine.
Oh my god, that is.
It was like I've literally had none. I've just been pied on national television. Enough. I'm gonna get it where I need to get it.
Was there anything on the show that like we didn't see? Like, did people do bits that we didn't maybe see? I know that's such a pervy question. Such a pervy question.
They were like, people did bits.
Okay.
But like, I don't know. Like, I was one of them where like, once my head hit that pillow when they're like, I was out like a light. Like, I was not up. But also because I weren't involved in activities like that, I had no reason to stay up.
Fair enough.
So I was just going to bed. But like, I have heard rumours that there were like activities, not like full blown.
Okay.
Like,
well, obviously, I was going to ask, why was it important for you to? But well, now I know that it was out of spite. But even though that it was out of spite, did you expect or like did you want anything to come out of the show besides like the experience? Like, did you actually want to find a man?
Do you know what? Like, going into it, I was like, I'm doing this for like, and I'll admit that I was like, I'm doing this for.
Fair enough, though.
To piss you off.
It's TV.
You know? Yeah, like,
right.
But like in the back of my mind, like no one's gonna say no to finding a man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I went there and there was a man for me, like I would have come home with a man.
Yeah.
But there just weren't a man. Don't get me wrong, like I would have loved for there to be a man there.
Yeah.
Like me to be in a position now where like I'm nearly a year down the line and things are different. But I just think things happen for different people at different times, and I think for me right now, like I'm meant to be focused on my career.
Yeah.
I don't want to be focused on a man. I say this, I'm meant to be going on a date later. But
okay.
But I'm like, I don't need a man. I just want a career.
I don't need a man, but also I really want a man.
I don't need a man.
You don't need one, but you potentially want one.
I wouldn't mind like a little.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Would you say that, because on the show I know that you've said that your typical type is like very bad boys, very like straight mask, all that DL. I'm guessing by your face that hasn't changed. It's
changed in a way.
Okay.
Like, that is still, I think it's still always going to be like my guilty pleasure, like for like hookups, let's say.
Fair enough.
But like looking for like relationships and stuff like that now, like I was talking about it to one of the girls actually, I'm back on Hinge, how embarrassing.
I don't know if I've ever used Hinge.
I just like, I was on the phone to Jordan all the other day and I was like we're both getting a little bit like, the roster doesn't roster anymore because we went on the show. So I was like, they're like, I need a bit of attention. I was like, I'm thinking of getting Hinge. And he was like, well, I'm thinking of getting Hinge as well. So I was like, okay, so we've both enabled each other to get Hinge now. But like, there were people liking me on that. And like, where it says your sexuality, it says straight. And like now that is the biggest turn off for me. I'm like, no.
Fair enough though.
No, I know. I'm like growth. I'm like actually growth. But before the show, I would have been like love. I'd have been like, hey, how you doing?
So following from the show, I don't know why I always shout. So following,
I love it. It turns me on.
Me, just such a masculine woman. So like following from the show, like this is such a cringy question, but like, what did you actually like learn about yourself?
That I look awful on a HD camera, and I never want to do that again.
Really?
TV camera, like I look at myself on that show and I'm like, who?
No, like
that?
I genuinely, first of all, do not think about that. I think about like that you look bad at any point. But my personal experience, because I've obviously only done TV once, but
yeah.
I remember watching Drag Race being like, like thinking like I look gorgeous.
No, there's certain scenes where I'm like, oof. But then there's certain angles where I'm like, I've never seen myself from that angle before, and I'm like,
fair enough. No, what was it like? Did you have a different experience filming it versus watching it? Like, what was it watching it versus being there? Like,
watching it was like, I imagine like you like get this as well.
Yeah.
But it was like reliving trauma, but like
fully.
I'd already digested and gone through when like everything was fine, and like we'd rewatch things like key points where like Jordan kissed Callum behind mine and Jordan's back, and
my god, yeah, of course.
Still not over that. And me and Jordan text Jordan being like, we're not mates with you anymore.
I love the pettiness of it. But like, did you? I'm guessing you enjoyed being there and filming it.
Yeah, loved it to pieces. Like it was honestly the experience of a lifetime. Like I would never like not do it, and I wouldn't change anything I did there. Like I genuinely had the best time, and I've made the best friends out of it ever. But like, it's just great. It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's just like I can't really define it. It's just like.
Do you have any regrets?
I kind of wish I spoke my mind more.
More?
Which is, everyone always says that.
I'm joking.
No, but it's so true. But like, there were key points where I'm like, I don't know, I was biting my tongue there.
Like
and
what?
Well, let me think. You know, it all.
Okay.
Yeah, they were just, when I was there, just like everything. I feel like people got so involved in like other people's businesses, and like,
yeah.
It's just kind of like, oh, shut up. Do you know what I mean?
How much time did you have in between filming and airing?
So it was filmed in September and it came out in May. So January,
Fucking
February.
hell.
October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 8 months, yeah.
That's like the same amount of waiting as Drag Race, of just about. Jesus Christ.
long.
Because I remember when Chara went to Homer Block, I've personally never been. Were you at Homer Block?
Yes.
Because
we all
did you meet Chara there? Because I remember she said to me, she was like, no, literally, she was like, I met the cast of Ike as the boy, couldn't tell you the names, couldn't tell you
I feel like I couldn't tell you anything.
Fair enough. So I'm actually really curious, and I'm like, well, obviously I'm really curious about all of it, but this I'm very specific on, because I'm very, I don't know, your social media is very confusing sometimes.
It is, isn't it?
So you shared on the reunion that you and Jordan B became a bit of a friends with Ben's like situationship thing. Oh, of course it was. It became a bit of a thing. So first of all, how did that happen?
It was at Homer Block, actually.
Oh, okay.
Like, that was the first time we had a little, like, smooch.
Right.
And that was in, like, October, November.
Okay.
So we've been smooching for a while. But then we only, like, started sleeping together at the pram.
Oh, okay.
Which was, like, in May. So, like, that's relatively new. It was always just, like, we kiss on a night out, and it is what it is, but then, like, we don't. I don't see you enough for it to be anything else.
Fair.
Then we started sleeping with each other.
Okay.
Then, like, people started talking about us sleeping with each other. And, like, while we're trying to digest the fact that, okay, like, now we're sleeping together and it's this thing where, like, I don't know what it is and you don't know what it is. But because we're both really good friends, we obviously care about each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, do we care about each other more? I don't know.
I get you.
So it's like, it was, like, this really, like, I don't have a clue.
So where is that now?
You know, like, I actually was texting him before this because I knew I was going to get asked this question. I always get asked this question. And I never have an answer. I love Jordan to pieces.
Okay.
I know Jordan loves me to pieces. But it's like, because like we also have this like core 4 group of like the Tubs, and it's me, Jordan, and Alex. Myself and Jordan, like, we worry it'll ruin the group because, like, we've had hiccups and we've had arguments, don't get me wrong, but, like, when we have arguments, I'm like, I hate him. Yeah. And then because I get upset over things, Jordan is instantly like, I'm never speaking to him again, and I can't be in the same room with him because I'll beat him up. Yeah. So it's like, we're at this point where it's like, we both care a lot, And when we're in the same room together, like, you can tell there's something there, but then it's also like, we're trying to just like not address that right now. But I think we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing.
Fair.
And then like maybe in like 20 years, like get married.
Did you ever at any point, because obviously I didn't realise it had been going on for like quite a while, have you at any point like tried to be in a relationship, or have you always just kind of been at the same place as where you are now?
No, we just kind of have always been this way. When the reunion aired and people were talking about it a lot, we were like, okay, like maybe we should give this a go, but we're both so busy that we genuinely just don't have the time to give it a go.
No, I get that, and like obviously just being spruced into like the TV thing and like getting to these events and everything, it can be so crazy. But and the reason why, I know it sounded so rude when I was like, your social media is so fucking confusing, but the reason why I'm confused is because the other day I obviously knew this was happening, and then you posted something on TikTok, and it was like the thing on it, your ex situationships jumper, and then on the caption it was like, you may or may not know who it is, and I was like, oh okay, so maybe they're like not really like on good terms. And then the day after, or a day or two after, you posted a jump of pictures of just you and Jordan, and it was like love hearts, and it was like people were like, is this a hard launch? So I was like, which one is it? It's such polar opposites.
Would you know what? I think we just decide on the day.
Fair.
To be that way,
okay. Was there anyone on the show that we... No.
Oh,
I'm
just lying for clout.
Fair enough. I mean, fair enough, I got people talking, but I just found it funnier because I was like, oh God, they're not talking. And then the next day it was like, I thought it was a hard launch. I was like, what is going on? So here on the Spoonful, I want to try to like 2 segments, like game segments, whatever the fuck you want to call them.
Yeah.
But the first one is Flirt, Fight, or Forget. So have you ever played this?
It's like from right here.
Yeah, basically.
Okay,
so like, I've never actually played it either, but it's basically Snog, Marry, Avoid, but like, obviously different. So I have chosen 3 of the boys from the cast.
Okay.
So for Flirt, Fight, and Forget, there is Hugh, Alex, or Jordan B.
Oh shit! Flirt, Fight, and Forget.
Yeah.
Flirt, Alex.
Okay.
Oh wait, like Alex is like, he's like my big brother at this point. Like on the show, like it looks like me and Alex hated each other. Me and Alex were always out. Like me and Alex had a little switch off cam. Like not even.
Oh, okay.
Like, me and Alex like love Alex that. I'm like always and will always love Alex. Alex is Flair. Fight is Jordan Bay because we'd be bickering anyway.
Fair.
I'll have to forget Hugh, but I think that's fair because you part me on national television.
Okay, that's fair. I was gonna say that's so like funny because you pied Hugh, the person that you were coming up with, but then it's like he did pie you. Fair enough.
You pied me.
So the next one is the Spoonful of Truth, and this one is basically like you don't have to give long-winded answers, but you do have to fully answer truthfully, and they are a little bit shadier. So I'm hoping to get your answers for them.
Go on, then.
So the first one is there anyone from the season you don't like or don't speak to?
I don't speak to like Callum and Callum's group of friends.
So is that like any specific reason? Is that because of what happened with Jordan, or?
It's just kind of what happened with Jordan, and then like there's other things on top of that as well.
Okay, so this isn't obviously it is the question, but not part of the game. But I have heard through the grapevine that the cast has like a bit of a divide. Yeah. Would you say that's true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Fair enough. Next question. So, who was the worst kisser on the show that you kissed? Also, can you name them just so like everyone knows?
Yeah, let me think. Maybe Ruben.
Ruben was the worst.
He weren't the worst, but he was like kind of like me and Ruben just kind of. It was just after I'd like bickered with Callum, and after he was like, "I'm not getting with Adam anymore." So I think we just kissed a kiss.
Fair enough.
So it was just kind of just a bit. It was a bit shit. You know what I mean? Then he got with Lars, the love of his life, and I got on with you. So
okay, gorgeous. So next one is what artist, dead or alive, would you love to collab with?
Azalea Banks.
Really?
Or Doechii. Actually, Doechii right now. But,
okay.
Like, I just think me and Jordan were on about this yesterday. Have you seen like all the stuff with Conor McGregor at the minute?
No.
Conor McGregor sent her nudes and she posted them on Twitter.
Wait, Conor McGregor
boxer sent Azalea Banks nudes.
Oh, Azalea Banks, sorry, I thought you meant Doechii, but yeah.
And Azalea Banks posted them on Twitter.
She is a menace on Twitter. Like, I see so many of her tweets and I'm like, this is like borderline like awful. But then I'm like, is it Azalea Banks? But no, she's just crazy.
Yeah, but like, I'm convinced she'd probably hate me. But then I'm just like...
That's the thing. I think it's so funny because sometimes she's like, I see her postings and I'm like, she's homophobic. And then the next minute she's like, supporting the dolls. I don't know if like I'm being totally correct, but like she's just so
like she hates J.K. Rowling, and then the next minute she's like.
But also her music is literally like
Shit.
Faggotry. Like pure fucking
We
faggotry.
pay her bills, and she must know. Like,
Literally.
She knows.
So wait, so is it Azalea or is it Doechii?
I think Azalea.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, that's your choice. And what was your least favourite part about filming? I know I've already asked you about regrets, but like, was there any least favourite part?
Ice.
My God.
I hated
I
ice.
know. So for any of you that don't know ice is basically when like the cameras are off or like there's like been a big fight or whatever, the producers will shout ice and you just kind of have to stop talking. Did you have hard ice?
Hard ice, yeah.
Hard
There were
ice.
times where I would get isolated on my own because I would not entertain ice. So I would just be like me and Jordan would be next to each other and I'd be like, and they'd be like, Jack, and I'd be like, I'm not.
So the last question, obviously, since it is called the bloody, well, it's not called the bloody spoonful, but it's called the spoonful.
Yeah.
If there was only one food that you could eat or take spoonfuls of for the rest of your life, what would that be?
Crunchy nut cornflakes. Kellogg's crunchy nut cornflakes.
You didn't even have to think about that.
Oh,
What the
no.
hell?
Like, honestly, like, my nan sends me a box up every week. Like, they're
Really?
crack to me. I had a breakdown the other day. I went to the shop at like 2 a.m. because I ran out of crunchy nut. And like, do you know when you're like hungry and you want to start crunchy nut?
Oh, yeah.
I'll sit and have like 3 bowls.
See, I fucking love cereal.
Yeah.
Like, I love cereal. Like, people sometimes take the piss out of me because, like, are you like a breakfast person?
Yeah.
Or is it just like a snack to you?
I'm gonna eat.
Because to me, I'm like, I cannot function. Like, the second I open my eyes, I'm
I
like,
need to eat.
breakfast.
No, yeah,
Like,
I need to eat.
I have to.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having
That is
me.
the time that we've got. I don't know how much we've got fucking recorded because the camera went off. But no, thank you so much. I literally adore you. And I think you're just such an angel.
I
So
love
thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Oh my God. Oh, and before we actually do go, but do you have anything that you want to, what's the word? Oh yeah. Do you have anything that you want to promote?
Me.
Me.
I am at the Jack Smith on everything. Doing a gig in London in a couple of months.
Where's that?
Vauxhall Tavern.
Can.
And it's like our Diana's place, if you know, you know. I love it about Diana. Yeah, just the music. There is more music coming soon.
Thank you everyone so much for watching. Please do remember to hit the, that sounds disgusting to say. Please hit the subscribe button, the like button, share, and just leave a comment down below. Thank you.
Period.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh my God.
I love that.